Should be hell... Collision? Thanks, Blop that bug. I appreciate that. This freaking game. Funny game, funny start. Very funny start. There is a lot of luck in this first level just because, well, really the first couple levels. Because we have to pray that the zombie men kind of leave us alone. Punch you out of the way. Like, the Berserk helps a lot, especially since we have to deal with imps anyways. But, sometimes they just don't play nice. So far, this is better. Oh, God. That might be a problem later, because it might block me. We're just gonna ignore you. Okay, good. Didn't get blocked on the jump, because that is required. Okay, decent start. Have health, so we can just do this. Oh, good, he killed himself. Oh, that was fast. Alright, we're gonna grab this. I don't really need the extra shells now that I've done some extra routing. I don't need this, the secret, so we're just gonna ignore the secret shells. So we're just kind of blaze through here. Health is okay. Health is actually in a really good spot right now. Pray they stay out of my way. Good. Oh, please don't switch. Thank you. Now let's pray that all of them stay out of the way here. The Marines are shooting at each other instead of the pinkies. That's a problem. Oh, no. Please shoot. Okay. Unfortunately, really bad luck there. I said, a lot of luck in the first couple levels. Make an opening. And this room now has 2 switches that we have to hit, so it takes a bit longer to get through here. Not even gonna bother grabbing the shotgun. It's no longer necessary to get through this. Well, we grab that one. So yeah, that level overall does take a little bit longer because of the changes. Also just had really, really bad luck. But we're doing okay here. Oh, should be okay here. Ooh, 22 is actually really bad. Should be okay. Alright, we're good. As long as I can get to the Berserk, we're fine. Please die. Where's the other pinkies? Out of the way. Now get the imps out of the way. We just need to make sure the path is clear to the Soul Sphere. We want to preserve as much health as we can coming into this. Don't have to care too much about ammo now, thankfully. Right on time there. And then there is a tricky skip coming up that Scope pointed out to me. That is a really, really cool skip, but I have to make sure I get it. That is why I saved. You can get all the way here to the chain gun area. It's really convenient. Also gonna make our way around. Ready. And now we have a good chunk of health. gonna get the secret stuff down here. And because we have the invisibility, we're just going to sit right here on where the enemies would normally teleport in. Twilight! How you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. I'm supposed to spawn in there. They are. So we're just gonna sit here for a little bit longer. Stay right here just so enemies don't teleport in for a bit. Because I have the invisibility, the imp's accuracy, usually they just miss, or I can scooch over just a bit without getting off the teleport point. Okay, it's running out, so we're just gonna go ahead and get off now. We'll leave them to their devices. That's just a little funny thing that works out. Unfortunately, I'm getting beat up pretty bad. I should not be getting hit this hard. We're just gonna sit in the back here. Kind of punch stuff out for a bit. Hi, Morpher. How's my favorite Doom Grandpa today? Oh, out of here. Out of here. Alright. So no changes in this level, but I do have to make sure I get rid of stuff. I also didn't grab a whole lot of chain gun ammo, which might be a problem. I hope not, anyways. We'll figure that out. Have to remember where I'm going for a second. And we need to get rid of all these guys because they tend to clog up the jumps. There's that twice. Oh, out of my way. There's this one twice. And then raise this one once. And that's everything. I wanted to preserve more Omega armor to make the next level easier. Hey, Squibba. Like, isn't that like a normal Doomslayer thing, is to be threatened with violence? Doom guy's used to it, it's okay. So I'm gonna grab the extra health just to be a little bit safe. This room is a little scary. Oh, that's bad, because now we get to walk all the way back up. Yeah, really slow warehouse, unfortunately. But that's fine. We're getting out of here. We can save a bunch of time later, so it's okay. Ghost stories. We're gonna get the skip. If you're fast right here, you can skip a damage tick. You can have just a little bit more health. This is also why I like taking blue armor into this level, because then you take less damage overall. That's me when I wake up in the morning. Yeah, that warehouse shovel is really bad. Wow. Falling does suck, but I think I need to make sure I pick up more clips. Looks like I just barely got the tick skip. Thankfully, this is a short and sweet level. No major changes here. I'm not going to try and skip past the cyber, though. Yeah, the silly skip in the next map saves so much time. Come on. You gonna fire? I don't think so. Okay, he is. I thought I'd strafed enough there. Why would you do that? Okay, we're not gonna chance it this time. Like, if you're really daring, you can do it as he's fading out, or I can just die like that. We're just not gonna chance it. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Or you. I almost got scratched. Let's get away from me, thank you. grab these and get out. That should be able to get out of here. Oh! Jeez. Okay, this is actually concerning. We're gonna save. Please leave me alone. You didn't leave me alone. Okay, well, that was bad. It's fine. We need the practice anyways. Keep going. Alright, anyways, big skip. So we're just gonna grab the stuff. Grab these. And we're out of here. Bye! So, yeah. There's an extra exit switch. And Squiva, I believe you did it that way, kind of similar to how the layer does it in base game. That's what I assume. But yeah, that saves ridiculous amounts of time. Like, that alone is worth playing on later versions for. But there's more skips. There's more important stuff, which is why we're playing on 2.10. Now, this level does lose a bit of time because the chapel script takes a bit of time to finish up. But in the end, it's very much a net gain with everything that's in this version. I need to make sure I get shells and ammo here. All that. Into the chapel. So we're trapped in here now. There's now a door. We'll just kind of let everybody just fight each other for a bit. Just kind of clear space, let them fight each other. And then once we're out, we can get out. Yeah, the changes ended up being pretty significant for running. So it's interesting. Should be warehouse. I forgot to grab the shells, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. We can get them on the way out. Oh, all lost souls have to die. I learned that a while back. Where it's like all lost souls, including the ones that spawn over here. I originally thought it was just clearing those, but no, it's all lost souls. Okay. Tower. The enemies here can no longer be blocked. We're just trying to make sure we get everything to spawn. Oh. The rest of the rockets, actually. Where's the other Hell Knight? Come on. Yeah, this one, they don't spawn at the same time like they used to. I know this one was added back in, but just a consequence of changes. A lot. Quite a bit. I haven't, like, timed it, but it's significant. Like, Prismatagoria is now only, like, I think 6 minutes? It's a pretty significant time reduction overall, just with all the changes in it. I think before it was like 11 or 12. It's pretty significant. Alright, Alright, we're gonna pray we get these enemies, because this flying part, they don't like to cooperate a lot. Oh, for frick's sake. Yeah, I kind of hope that happens. Wow! Nice misses! That was impressively bad. I have never seen them whiff so hard. Alright, well, we're out of here at least. And we get to my least favorite map in the episode. Because I hate fighting mothers without energy weapons. You'd be surprised with this game, Morpher. Stay there. This is a good spot. Stay there. This is a good spot. Okay. That was really good luck to balance that out. Like, that mother demon died fast. So a good level, at least. Okay, dig your own grave was where my last run ended the other night. So, hopefully we're gonna have less problems this time. That was a gold. Nice. I did practice the route a little bit to make sure I know where I'm going, because I need all of the ammo in this level. Like, I need all of it in order to make blast processing fast. Because Genesis does what Nintendo is a lie, and blast processing is not fast enough. Doing this in very specific ways because I want to preserve as much ammo as possible in very specific ways. Oh, come on. Medkit. That shotgun. Shells. Like I said, we're doing this in a very specific way. Chain gun. Shells are over here. Should be the invisibility is kind of our marker. Should be shells here, and then that should be other. Shotgun. Now we're gonna kind of creep along the edge here. Yeah, I have to pick up basically everything. We're also gonna get the visor just because that makes things so much easier to look at. There's the ones over here. Should be some more shells on that side. These shells, and then this right here. These clips are where we need to be in a bit. Because this lets me get the rocket launcher very early. There we go. Wake the Lost Souls up. We want to rely mostly on the Berserk here, which we need to be very careful with how we target enemies. Should be yep. There's one Spectre there. Now we need to finish targeting the remaining Lost Souls without damaging them. And thankfully, they're all making a nice big mess of enemies, so that's good for me. Oh, this is bad. We want all of them to come down. We're trying to get the Spectres to damage those. Cat goes all the way up. is a little low, so we're going to play this cautiously. Good. Come on. Okay, they're fighting now. Please be God, just get them. They did not get very damaged, and they are kind of in the air. Okay, let's do this. Normally they get a lot more damage by specters. So if you can clear the level without the visor going off, then it was a good level. That was a lot of time lost. I need to practice that more. It's a pretty annoying level to do. But we have a bunch of changes in this level that make it much faster, thanks to all the extra ammo we carry in. So we're going to do the first 3 of these as normal. Also partially why we have the shotgun equipped, because in case we get low damage rolls, we can still kill them. That one got slammed. And then we're just going to kill this one from here. Because it's much faster than luring over another rocket. Like, it takes forever. So, we also changed up the order of things. We're actually going to do the obstacle course next. Because I want to get the Berserk for the other ambush room. Because of the way routing works in this level, it's better to do this now. So, I've also learned to take better lines in this area, so it's easier to skip things. Uh-oh, don't push me off. There we go. Yeah, we took a pretty good set of lines here. Just want to be sure I don't get thrown off the edge. Make sure we grab the key. So we grab the key, we come back to the right so that we can jump into here. So that's a full health refill and the Berserk for this next room, which is very, very handy. Did the script not start? Oh, fuck. Ha! Whoopsie! Well, that's unfortunate. I think I need to do the obstacle course again. Yeah, because I only have... I didn't know you could skip that line def. That's on me. That's a new one. I've never had that happen, even in older versions. Well, so much for all my time gain. But, hey, we keep playing, we practice. Uh-oh. I should still have enough invincibility time, so it should be okay. I'm not gonna try and get ahead of that. That's not worth it. I know, right? I think for this one, I might just turn the line def like code, like the newer code, back on. Normally we have it set to 0, so we can do our line def skips, but there aren't really any like useful line def skips I can think of in this category. Alright, well anyways. We're just gonna do our thing here. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't want to use up too much ammo. We're also going to use 2 of these because I kind of screwed up. Actually, a lot of those imps died from the first blast. I actually don't have to do too much here. Okay. Alright. Moving on. Everything's okay. Everything's alright. Like, we're gonna make everything work. Why did I do that? That was way too early. Please be patient. Fine. Get it away. If I need extra ammo, I can take the shotgun secret, but I don't. I should be okay doing this way. Actually, ammo is a little bit low. Actually, a little bit concerned here. Okay, we should have enough, hopefully. It'd be nice if I could stop missing shots. Okay, we had just enough, and then we can punch the rest of them out. So yeah, playing the level this way with the new ammo route, you can absolutely save like 45 seconds. Which we did not do because I played bad, but it's possible. Crosswind. No real changes here. It's pretty much the same. Grab all those. They did not group up. Yeah, I leave a lot of the Hell Knights alive because they can do some infighting, take some of the pressure off of me. It's just really useful that way. Like this. The other Hell Knight actually managed to die, wow. Killed by. Supplies here. Very, very useful supplies here. Grab the extra shells. Those Hell Knights are not in a good spot, though, the ones that I left behind. Okay, they're coming out. I also didn't realize I left that other khaki demon behind. Careful. Honestly, I don't really need those rockets because I'd be using several rockets to clear out those Manky anyways. So it's honestly better to just do it this way. Just ignore them. That. This is also the really scary part. Oh no! Go away. But yeah, this is definitely the scariest of the blocks here. I switched to regular shotgun here because I don't need the firing power of the SSG, and I would rather not have the recoil bounce me off. Okay, well, that worked. Okay. Now we're gonna deal with all y'all. So just kind of slowly slide our way over here. Up the rockets. Y'all are still not grouped up. Come on. Alright, get out of here. Level actually went okay for the most part. This level has no changes. We're just gonna bounce. All I have to do is just touch the middle switch and we're good. Out of here. Like I said, easy trivial level. Now we have this 8-minute wait. And that's fine, because it is what it is with this level. We can just think about all of our problems that we've had thus far, and what not to do next run. But I'm glad, like, this level isn't changed from what I have to do. Everything stays very much the same and easy to remember. Oh, how's everybody's weekend started so far? 'Cause I have to work tonight, but it should be relatively chill. I have had fun reworking on this route for speed. I did want to update speed because I wasn't really happy with how the end of my old run was, due to taking forever to get the skip and flotsam, and then losing a minute on how many demons can dance because I fell off the edge. So I've been wanting to redo this run at some point anyways, but having all the extra changes has been nice. Yeah, that was Texas too. Thankfully the storms weren't too bad here. Definitely have had a lot worse in the past. And thankfully all the snow days were on when I was already on my weekend, so I didn't have to worry about going out anywhere, which made me a lot happier. Alright, so let's get the stuff. There are several secrets we need to get here. Let's get GG. This, grab one of the spheres for now. We're also going to go get rockets. Gonna jump down here. Grab a whole bunch of rockets. And we will come back to this cave later. And now we do the fighting. Yeah, I do this all on the first pass while it's just the imp wave because it's just the easiest to deal with. It's easy to just chain gun everything down. I don't have to do any weapon switching. It's just relatively simple. Yeah, no flaming skeleton, unfortunately. We're gonna save that Megasphere for later. I just have a very specific route for when I want to grab things, as far as the rockets are concerned. But really, this level's all about just controlling the space. Like, knowing how to control the space is going to be this one. Time to get bullets again. Get bullets. Get shells while I'm at it. Get another sphere. Is that very specific routing here? Thankfully, we can also do this now. Yeah, I saved the invulnerabilities for like the very end of the level, unless I'm like in a dire emergency. And it's not like I really need bullets for later, so I want to kind of use those mostly now. Getting really lucky with damage ticks there. Yeah, let's get all of them out. So far the wave has gone really well. Shells. Okay, I picked up an extra, but there should be an excess anyways. It's fine. Okay, here come the cacos. We want to drop kick them out too. Make sure they're not getting in the way. And here they go. They're bunched up in really weird ways right now. My rockets have been shooting way too low lately. I've not been liking that. Let's go and get the Mega now. That way I can refresh my armor too. Yeah, because getting the half damage protection is really nice. Okay, now the Hell Knights start showing up. Let's pick up our last batch of bullets. Shouldn't be any more than this. There's like nothing left anyways. Clear them out. Grab these. And now jump down, let's go get the other rockets and the extra sphere we left behind. That should last for now. And now we climb out of here. Because the way we're doing this, we should pretty safe getting to the end here. I'm gonna save that last invulnerability for when animals show up, because that gives me a lot of extra safety. Okay, there it is. Get the last shells and then get out of here. Just leave as soon as possible. Okay. Went perfectly fine. I don't need the Berserk. I'm only playing speed. Where is the memory? There it is. Yeah, since I'm only playing speed category, I don't need the Berserk. Yeah, it can be hard to remember categories. Where is the Baron? Should be over here. Yep. Right. Please don't bury me. Do not do your best General Darien impersonation. I do not need to be buried in a lunchbox because it's not the right series. And we're out of there. Headshot! What's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, so with there being two separate positions for cyclid symmetry, I have to check both. should probably memorize them a little bit harder so I know where exactly to look. You know, when I play this game, I have 46 moods at times. Depends on what it is. I had tried to take back that record on Absolution that J4C got a while back, and it's like, the luck needed for that is ridiculous. Like, I thought my old record was already pretty lucky, but then he got ridiculous luck. This skip is also still really funny. Saves like 1 second to do it this way, but it does look cool. Like, that saves 1 second over activating the other switch. Alright, so we have a very specific route for this room now. Alright, I'm going to save because it has been giving me problems. So slip in here. And because I already got the other rockets, we don't need to worry about avoiding anything else. Oh my god, I didn't realize those didn't wake up. Alright, we're gonna grab extra rockets here. I have plenty of health, so this is fine. But yeah, I forgot those Hellknights did not wake up because I hadn't fired any shots yet. Quickly activate the chapel switch. Nothing's blocking me, which is good. Let's grab this, and this, and this, and we'll get out of here. This is looking really ugly. Okay. Jet, what's up, man? I also like it, you can open that door from way below. Okay, so this part is controlled by killing things now, so we want to get rid of everything ASAP. We still need to block the mother demons, so we have to be careful. I should probably be blocking one of those Ragnatrons. The light post is in the way. Please get there in time. Oh, there's still... No, that's the stuff outside. This should be it then. There he is. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, good level. So yeah, that saves a bunch of time now. Now we have to do this. I'm still going to do the very risky strat with the BFG. 2 passes here. Weaken him enough. We want to be able to just face slam with 1 BFG shot. It's easier said than done here. Do that. Grab the Mega. Weaken this one a little bit more. Do 1 more pass here. That should be good. There we go. And we get out of here. Good level. Very, very good level there. No issues. Yeah, that's scary because if you fail to kill with a shot, then usually they pop you with a rock and kill you instantly. Thank you. Alright. Let's not wake Mother here. So ideally, we're going to get through this without needing to grab the new Secret Soul Sphere. I actually have a new strat for going nowhere fast to where I can grab the rad suit, so I actually don't need the health for that level, but extra health is nice in general, so it's debatable whether I want to take it. I'm gonna wait a little extra just to make sure I don't have what happened during the hotfix show and accidentally wake all the mothers up. But it's funny we actually played this level basically in a max setting anyways, because we get all the secrets here. Because they're all just very useful. Dang, I managed to make that and it fell off. So the armor is very useful. And then the extra cells on the other side are also very useful. Like, thankfully this is a nice cooldown level as long as I take my time and don't fall off gaps like I'm about to. It's just better to just take our time here. Just get a nice clean run. Thankfully there's plenty of leniency on that. So we can get the Unmaker key later if we were to grab the Soul Sphere, but it's better to just do it now. It's good to have for the fight. And we can just get down here anyways. That's some funny clipping I've never seen before, going down. Yeah, the route for that just works out nicely. I still think this is one of my favorite levels just from a concept standpoint, because I think this is a really neat puzzle level. And it took me a while my first play. And now we can go to the fight. Hopefully we're not going to get too beat up here. Okay, this is the important one, because we need to get one of these blocked. We want to block one of those Marines, as the Marines do tons of damage and will beat the shit out of you. Good level. Good level. Alright. So here's changes, because changes were made in this level. I definitely have to grab the rad now. And we need to... This balances, because now we can take direct lines to all the platforms. We don't have to worry about health. So this saves a little bit of time that way. So it evens out, as long as we can get to the Unmaker in time. Being able to take straight lines here is really good. And nice. Just in time. So you can still one-cycle it on this version. Without needing the hidden platform, which we no longer use because it now requires the red key. Yeah, the pink goo hurts a lot, and thankfully Scopa fixed it to where you will no longer have a leaky radiation suit. Which is an inherent Doom Engine bug. So, just wait for the timer. I'm gonna save just to make sure I don't die here, because it's possible to get popped with a rocket. Okay, and now we can leave. And thankfully he put the Cyber Demon to stay back there, so he doesn't come and pop me with a rocket going to the exit. Alright. I definitely have to remember strats here, because things changed a bit in this level. Things changed in weird ways for this level, for the better. But that also means I have to pay attention. The health. Oh, that was not a net gain at all. Stay out of my way, please. Thank you. Alright, so now everything in this sector, instead of being timed, is triggered to barrels. This is important because I have a route that activates them pretty much as fast as possible, while still remaining relatively safe. So it was complicated to figure this out, but it was definitely worth it. So now we go over here, grab this one. Grab the one over here. And we can still jump right into the platform here. So that skips a lot of downtime waiting for the platforms to go. Dude, if I were to pay a Cyber Demon off, I think I would pay off the one in, like, roll the dice. Okay, this part's relatively scary in terms of what I want to do. All y'all. Get onto the platform just in time. And we're going to lure enemies over. Hopefully I did that right. I don't think I did that right. Okay, it looks like the pain elemental did get blocked, so that helps. All are all dead. Yeah, like, this part's really chaotic. It mostly just speaks for itself, but it's extremely chaotic to keep up. Oh, get out of my way. I should be okay. Okay, I'm gonna grab the Mega here, so grab that. I'll grab just a little bit of extra health over here. And get out. Oh, that was close. Thankfully, since we already have one demon key for our UnMaker, this is relatively safe to work with here. Also, I'm sorry, it is going to be very loud this way for the rest of the run. Block one Kaka from showing up. Alright, out of here. Good level. And we saved 2 minutes doing it this way, so really, really solid. So the time gains are great. Like, the first half of the run hasn't been good, but we've really been picking it up ever since we got out of, like, out of Wall Garden. Thankfully, the switch puzzles are very easy this way. So we don't have to worry too much. Grab that, so we're just gonna camp in the corner here. That's okay. Like, we get health and stuff, it's okay. Oh, come on, hit it. Alright, that's it for switch puzzles, because we're not gonna do the last one. Where am I going? Where am I going, man? I was trying to get the key from all the way down here. Getting a little ahead of myself. Alright, thankfully still have really good health. Switch over here. That activates the Soul Sphere secret, which also allows us to get the yellow key early. So we don't even have to do the last part. And now we just leave. Okay, so Prismatagoria is probably the most changed map overall. This is a pretty significantly changed map. It starts off relatively the same. We're gonna get into this room as always. Am I on the correct side? Side. So we're gonna go to blue first. I always do this one first. So, I don't think this backpack is really strictly necessary, but being able to carry an extra 300 cells into demons can dance is really, really useful and a lot safer. So and it also helps for the end fight here, so I've just been kind of taking it still. And I think I would rather have a clean run and not have to worry about things, so I think it's worth the, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds to pick up. Let me time it, see how long it takes. Yeah, judging by timer, it takes about 20 seconds to pick up. But I think long-term that's worth it for being able to carry extra cells later. Even if you're not going to keep it long-term. And then for the Starburst room, we have a very important skip. We no longer have to wait in this room. We're just going to start the script. Go over here. Right over here where this texture changes. There we go. Let's go with says trans rights, by the way. Because they're very important. But this hidden switch in the the trans rights shrine, as we'll call it, lowers the elevator early. And even in max, this is useful because this allows us to leave early and just let the enemies spawn in later. Where is it? I think it's here. Okay, this is important. I need to grab just the cell pack. I need that mega armor for later. It is very important. This is the most changed of the arenas, and I like this one a lot. But it's a little difficult to navigate. Crap. So, knowing how to get up these crevices takes some work. Like, the route's a little convoluted in a way that's necessary. Take a right later. Thankfully, the Mankabai are pretty good about leaving you alone. So, you don't have to really worry about getting shot at. Alright, next is the dark room. This section is significantly easier now. We mostly just want to keep tabs on the invulnerability. It should be on the other side over here. Because we're going to pick that up on the way out. We'll kill the Cyber in the canyon with it. I've been thinking about using it on the Mancubi? Not the Mancubi, the Pain Elementals. But the Cyber with its super fast rockets and so much health, it's really dangerous, and I haven't fully decided how I want to do it. I think it's better this way for now. Anyways, this is just timed for a bit. I don't need to kill everything, but the safety's nice. Just gonna kind of wait for a bit. Snipe things out as needed. Just wait for the exit to open, and we'll grab the invulnerability on the way out. I do have to watch out for Marines. The Marines are the most dangerous. Okay, it's ready. And into the canyon, so we're going to refill our health. Grab all these cells. All the achievements into him. Oh, I keep running past him. So, all the cells here. And time for the fight. Pick one of these up to get everything started. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to block one. I haven't devised a really good route for this yet. I just kind of look at it. Grab cells. Use this to help scan some more. Get more here. Important. Very important here. We need this armor. We need ammo. I want to be topped off completely. But yeah, we want 200 health, 200 armor going into the next level. Because if you see my previous runs, we have the big skip in the next level. But there is no longer a Megasphere. Also, you can see this time game right here. We're gaining 4 minutes. We're gaining 4 minutes. That's how much shorter that level is. Now I have to carry this 200 health and 200 armor. So I'm going to do this in a very specific way to make sure I don't get shot at. That's fine. That's not going to make a difference. So, gonna go over here. Gonna just... We can thankfully climb right to the exit this way. Now we do the big skip, and pray we get good luck here. Oh, that is bad luck, so we're gonna need to change our RNG here. That's not any better. I unfortunately very detest doing this skip. Okay, hold on. I screwed up, so we're gonna wait. I'll let all that pass by and do that now. You don't want to activate it extra times. Okay, that's good. That's good luck. It was like 3rd or 4th try. We can live with that. We still save tons of time. Especially since we're no longer getting the 2nd demon key. Because we'd only use it in this level. This does make this level harder, but it's worth it. So we're going to do some cheeky manipulation right here. We're going to wait right here. So, 2 demons are on their scripts, and I'm standing over a 3rd one, so not many are going to spawn for a bit. So that minimizes the number of demons I need to kill here. Now we want to start getting rid of stuff. I want to preserve cells for now. These first 3 fights are all based on actually killing everything, but we make them safe first. It's relatively easy. Also, I'm sorry for everybody's ears right now, because I know everybody's ears are screaming. Now we can start using everything out. That is so loud. So this level does take quite a bit longer since I don't have the double UnMaker, but it's worth it. Now we start using BFG. Now we need to start clearing stuff out. Unfortunately, the health is not a great situation. I don't know. I think it's fine. I think it's fine that way still. Maybe the last of them. There's a demon all the way down there. I saw a corpse all the way in the pit. And now for absolute chaos here. And this is where things get very, very chaotic. I missed a cell pack, which is bad. Got shot from behind. I'm glad I saved. Yeah, this is a really, really tough screen when you don't have a double UnMaker, so... Just kind of clear some space around me for a second. Get rid of the last Fragmentron there. I'd like to grab this. Okay. As long as I'm not dying here, that's fine. That is a lot of crap though. I still need to pick up a whole bunch of stuff before I leave the level, so... Okay. So what's very important is we need to get this Soul Sphere and this Mega Armor. Those are critical. So yeah, we lose a bunch of time because we don't have double UnMaker, but it's worth it. Getting the other key is just too long and not worth it. Now we have the big skip. Like, this skip is extremely important because it saves us 7+ minutes. So I do this in a very specific way. We're going to visit the 3 hidden shrines. I also need to minimize the amount of damage I take. Okay, this looks good so far. Specters, please. No. That should still be enough. That should still be enough. Yeah, we're good. With 1 health. So. That skips all the way to the last wave with the Mother Demons. Now we have to do this very annoying skip. Come on. Not like that. 1 health is all you need. The only health that matters. Oh, I flung myself the wrong way. There we go. A funny way to die right there. But yeah, you just save so much time. So we're saving almost 7 minutes here. At the cost of having to do Void Dreams the old way, which does unfortunately suck. Is what it is. So I am going to grab the backpack just because having a few extra cells is nice. I'm still happy we could do the very, very minor skip here in this level. Normally you need to raise all 6. No we don't. Just do that. He already did stuff! Alright, so unfortunately we're going to be losing a lot of time here because we have to do this the old way, because I need to get 2 keys. There's no way we're doing the end fight without 2 keys. And unfortunately, that means we have to get the keys in this level since we no longer carry our equipment from Hellamo. Well, thankfully there is a Soul Sphere right here. Unfortunately, this level is a big pain in the butt to navigate, and it is extremely scary with this route. Like, I think this is probably the hardest level to do right in the run now, going back to the old route, because there's not really room for error getting the first key. And if you screw it up, you are an hour plus into the run with no way to fix it. Gonna get the UnMaker, get the blue key. Gonna get the rockets as well. I forgot that rocket launcher when I was doing my casual max run. I can't believe I skipped right over that. That made everything so much worse. Get over here. We need to get rid of this Hell Knight now, because otherwise it's going to be a huge mess. So we're just going to get rid of you. So we have to get the first key, which has, like, one of the worst jumps to make ever. And I have to actually make 2 of them, and I got the first one. I did not get the second one. I'm just barely avoiding this fireball, by the way. But this jump is the worst. Okay, there we go. That was relatively fast. I had to take a few tries, but that was relatively okay. Now we have to get all the way back up without getting shot at. We're gonna save again because I can easily get knocked off here. That's why we took care of the Hell Knight. But we're in a relatively okay place now, so we're going to grab those. They're distracting, thankfully. They are very distracting, thankfully. You are in a bad spot. Okay. Now we just have to get the hell out of here. I'm saving a lot because it's very easy to die on this return trip. Oh, I'm stuck! Like I said, very easy to die on the return trip. That is why I save. Thank God we do not do this game on a demo system like PC, like Classic Doom. Alright. So now that we have our 3 needed keys, we can take the secret exit out of here. Crap. It's fine, we can still walk back up, it's fine. Everything should still be in relatively okay locations. Just bring ourselves here. So once we do all that sequence, the second key is available right here. And that allows us to just get that and leave. Which means we don't have to play the other half of the map. Now, the route used in 2.7 was a cool route because you actually did go to the opposite sides, but because I didn't need any demon keys, it was faster to do all that. It was a cool route, but unfortunately, because Hellamo skip is so prominent, we kind of need to take advantage of it. Which means doing this the old way. I need those cells. Alright, Simon, please die fast. I think he died. I need to make sure I get this other vulnerability. Just do it from here. All good. Grab the cell packs. And leave. Okay, so yeah, so we lose about 1.5 to 2 minutes doing it this way. But, like I said, you save 7+ on Hellamo, so... have to take it. And the last 2 levels are relatively unchanged, so... it's mostly just gonna be a bunch of waiting at this point. So overall, we had a rough start to the run, but it's been good otherwise. I'm okay with that. Let me see if I get this skip right here, because sometimes I manage to skip this. Nope. Sometimes I manage to get that line def skip. But we don't have to worry about collecting secrets. There's nothing else we really need. Oh, it's a chill one. There is one problem I do have now that I went back to the old Void Dreams route. I don't have bullets. And you wouldn't think that's really a bad thing, but I used bullets to count during the last level. So I have to kind of, like, stagger my shots a bit when I'm doing my counting. It's just one of those weird situations. Now we just kind of just slug it out for a bit. I don't have to try too hard. Just keep it simple. This is still conceptually such a cool map. And it's at least a nice breathing point for me after having gotten this far. It's nice to have something a little more chill. Especially with Void Dreams being the way it is now. Where are they aiming? I just see fireballs going straight up. I'm like, where are you going? weapons don't really matter since it's all just time scripts. So. But I just like saving my cells for later, when I'm going to be stuck in close quarters anyways. More batch of enemies. And health is really not a concern with... Like, if you know where all the encounters are, the combat's thankfully very simple. Also, I'm pretty sure you added enemies in this area, didn't you? Like, I don't remember that Lost Soul being there. Like, when you enter the room. Okay, come on. No, just snipe everybody out. So I'm not going to really have time to do another run. Like, I probably could, but that's assuming I get a good spot, and I'd be okay just finishing on this for today. It's really just the first half that was a problem. The second half as a whole has gone really well. Oh well. Is what it is. And it doesn't really matter. I feel like me when I was doing, pumping up Affinity Developer stuff, I'm like, touch stuff as little as possible. If it's not a major issue that needs to be fixed, don't touch it. Especially with how finicky this our build was. Yes, why you no die? We're just gonna block a Hell Knight from showing up. Also, the audio is like oddly scratchy right there, like the ambience. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like too many samples or something else. But we just wait for everything to go out and we're done. Alright. That brings us to Aligned in Darkness. Oh. I don't have a lot of shells, I just realized. Ooh, this is actually a problem. Okay. Alright. So, this means I'm not going to get a whole lot of shots on these switches. This is okay, this is workable because I can quick save. But I didn't even think about that. I do need to pick up more shells and Void Dreams next time. I didn't even think about that. This is okay. This is okay still. Like, I will lose time to reloads if I need to reload the switch shots, but this is okay. Like, I would rather just end on this. Like, I want to do another set of runs anyways to be able to improve the first half. But I don't need to worry too much about it. So we'll play it safe. We'll save as needed. So the only important enemies we need to kill are the first Cyber, the 2 Nightmare Cybers, and then the Nightmare Mother Demon. Those are the only 4 required enemies in order to finish the level. So we're just going to wait everybody else out. I can't imagine doing this level in an IL setting, though, because if you want the secret, you have to lure a Mother Demon over, which means you're waiting until the last sets of waves to even get into that secret area. Like, I love this WA, but I'm not particularly interested in doing ILs with how the levels are laid out. I would much rather just keep my full game runs. Doing the bonus maps as a campaign would be fun, though. Okay, so we should hear the Cyber pop in soon. Yep, there he is. Okay. Alright, so, like I said, we have to change RNG. We get very lucky shots. Okay, there's one. That's fine. Grab these. Sorry, right in front of me. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you? I don't know, he's like right here. I'm confused. Where the hell is the cyber? Did I block his spot? Hold on. That somehow worked. We're gonna wait a little bit here. Well, that sucks. Fine. I'm gonna wait a little bit, see if the cyber shows up. He's normally supposed to be right here. What the hell? Hi, Dios. There you go. No, that's a Hell Knight. Where is the cyber at? The cyber's normally right here. Oh, I see it. I see the shots. Where are those rockets at? I saw the rockets. Like, normally the cyber's like right there in front of me. Is the cyber still in its like initial spot? I think it never walked into the teleporter. Because I saw one of those rockets. But I don't know if it's still out in the distance. This is actually a problem because I have no idea where it is. It's supposed to be here in the middle. And I don't have another quick save. Okay. I don't know how the hell you got all the way over there. So my plan is like completely out the window right now. This is actually kind of concerning. Yeah, we're just gonna be kind of winging it here. This is not good. That was close. So I need to keep track of where the arena is right now. Where's that other cyber? So I think I know what corner I'm at now. Now I need to get over to the other corner, and the cyber's moving towards me, so yeah, everything is like screwed in the worst way possible. It's okay, we can save it. So there's the switch. The other cyber's firing rockets. Where are you at? There you are. Now I need to get in the area again. So this is going to be annoying getting it back into this area. Please to God work. Please to God let me in. There we go. Alright. I don't know what happened. I don't know how that got screwed from how it normally did. The cyber was way off course. Never seen him in that area before. Oh, max attempts on this is going to be really challenging. It's going to be so hard to get everything taken care of on max. But it's okay. I'll figure that out when we get there. I can't do worse than my first run of max. Like, as long as we never go that far back, I think we'll be okay. So we had about 150 bullets when we started firing the pistol. So, should be able to just fire some shells for a bit. We're not going to be coming back to this room, so... Alright, so we're just going to wait for a bit. We're going to wait for screams. Because we'll be able to hear the Mother Nightmare. But yeah, I wait here. I also wait in this very specific spot, and I don't want to use the SSG or rocket launcher because I've had it to where pain elementals have actually managed to get into the teleport when I'm off the spot, and they come in here and kill me. So we just take a very careful coward's way out here. I'm going to wait about another 20 seconds. I should probably just time out the script. I don't know how long it takes. I've just kind of always just kind of done it by feel with a pistol. But the mother should be arriving shortly, if I'm remembering right. Let's go now. Now should be good. Oh, perfect timing. That was like perfect timing there. I was scared I wasn't gonna have enough ammo for a second. I realized how low my ammo count is. Thank you, Joy. We're actually finishing up right here. I am sorry for everyone's eardrums. That's time. So, 12.5 minutes saved. 2.5 of those minutes did not need to happen in the last level, but hey, that's why we're gonna do runs of this later, another time. But hey, you can see significant time cut with the new version. So thank you, Scuba, for making a new version of this. It's significantly faster. Overall good. Overall good run. We'll fix the mistakes as we go. I'll try and do some attempts sometime over the weekend when I'm not doing music game things, because I want to do a lot of my and pump related things later. Save my recording. And just take a look at this. So, yeah, like I said, we got off to a bad start. Starting packing plant, that's the new skip, so that saves a bunch of time. Dig your own grave was bad. Blast processing was also bad. So a lot of time to save in those. Most of the rest after Sickly Symmetry went really well. Misaligned and Maligned would have been fine if I had, like, tried to get off the elevator. How many demons can dance? We still save time over playing it how I used to, which is very interesting, actually. I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. Hellamo, we save 7 minutes, so that's a good chunk of save. But yeah, that's about done on that.